Yes, it's early days yet, but today we're going to look at some players whose lack of playing time with their clubs might affect their chances of going to the World Cup. Not totally, but Otuado will want to see a lot of these players in action, and their lack of playing time after a minimum of 2 match days could be a thought of bother for the coach. We'll see who those players are. Also, Ghana's chances at the World Cup. I brought you some story a couple of weeks ago about Ghana being purported to possibly finish in at least the quarter-final. Well, Skaka have done their own statistics and projected that the Black Stars could finish third in their group. We'll look at what they did and what it means on that front. And KOTOKO Prosper NARTEY OGUM has officially submitted his resignation. He's no longer with the club. As usual, subscribe if you have not. Click on the notification bell to get more updates. Let's get right into it. But if you like what we do here on the channel and you want to support us, you know what to do. The links are in the description. The Sahara Football merch. Purchase it and let us get into Qatar to bring you amazing content on that front. Let's get right into it. And today we're going to talk about the players who are lacking playing time. But before we get into them, let's talk about Skaka's stats that they have done concerning where Ghana could possibly finish. Now, according to Skaka, a football website who deal with statistics, the Black Stars will place be third behind South America giant Uruguay and European powerhouse Portugal. In the expected Group H ranking based on data from betting company BetUK, obviously the bookies work with rankings, performance, how you got there and all that. Ronaldo's Portugal took first place, Edison Cavani and Luis Suarez Uruguay in second, and Ghana came in third. It was predictable that Portugal, ranked 9th and Uruguay ranked 13th, would be the top two. Portugal is full of world-class players, including Cristiano Ronaldo, the world's best player, Cancelo, Fernandes, and Ruben Diaz. European League. Uruguay is also strong. Cavani, Suarez may not be in their prime anymore, but they still have a shot. Darwin Núñez was also added here. Rodrigo Bentancur, who is doing well. Valverde, the future of Real Madrid, and Ronald Araujo, the core of Barcelona's defense, are all there for Uruguay. Well, this is Skaka's assessment, and we all know these people make assessments based on stats which might be thrown out into the gutter when the football starts. These things don't affect the results of a game, and if we have watched or you're aficionado of football in the past, you know that all these things are conjecture. They are guesswork, more or less. Yes, stats tell a story to some extent, but they don't tell the full story. You cannot tell where a country will finish based on current form, especially considering the fact that probably not wishing that for any team. There'll be players who might not make it to the World Cup due to an injury, a nibble, or another. So we cannot really tell whether all these star-studded players they are mentioning here will be there. Also, football is a really funny game. So many things can happen and anything is possible. Reason why I am keeping an open mind when it comes down to it, and I'm doing my predictions for the World Cup and the group stages. I might be going on instinct, and that is exactly how it should be. Anything is possible. It's the World Cup. Remember in 2006, Ghana's debut at the World Cup, we were not even considered in the equation. We even lost our very first game. Czech Republic was third. Italy won it in the end, but United States were higher ranked than us. We beat those odds. Anything is possible with good teamwork. Yes, it's not the same team, but we are assembling a team that can be world beaters. So anything is possible. I don't like to focus on this, but I thought I should just comment on it and let you know my 2 cents. Now to the players whose early season lack of playing time could be of concern to Otuado. We'll start off with Kudus Mohammed, the most obvious one here. Despite having an amazing preseason, Kudus Mohammed has struggled to get a starting place in the Ajax team. Now, Ajax coach Alfred Schroeder seems not to be big fan of the Ghanaian. as Kudus Mohammed has enjoyed only 15 minutes of play in the club's opening 2 games of the season. We might be jumping the gun. Kudus was a 91st minute substitute in the opening game and an 84th minute substitute in the second game. He replaced Dusan Tadic. With the World Cup fast approaching, Kudus has been advised to hand in a transfer request to leave the club, as the transfer window is still open with a reported interest from Tottenham Hotspur. The trick with that also is that, will he be assured of a playing berth in those clubs people are advising him to go to? He has to assess the situation quite well and see if probably he will get some playing time down the line. If he should delay on that too as well, and he doesn't get playing time, and that affects his chances of playing for Ghana at the World Cup, it is a really dicey situation for Kudus, but I will advise him to hold on. Felix Afenajan not getting enough playing time. He was not called into the Black Star squad because he was getting regular playing time. I think Otuado understands that in a team like AS Roma, he might not be starting every single match. So I for one don't think that for someone like Felix Afenajan at the age of 18 or 19, he's expected to start games before meriting a start in the Ghana national team. I think Afenajan could still be in the team for the World Cup, and that should not be affected by how regularly he plays. He will get the odd game or two, but he will not be a frequent player for AS Roma, that's for sure, especially with Tammy Abraham and all those senior players in there. I don't think Afenajan would get a shout in. By the Black Stars, he made 17 appearances last season as AS Roma in his debut breakout season. Might not get regular playing time, as I said. Kamaldeen Sulemana back from injury. He was the most sought after Ghanaian player in Europe before his injury, as the big boys in the big leagues continue to have him monitored for a possible transfer in the future. Kamaldeen Sulemana's performance last season earned him a nomination for the Golden Boy Awards and the CAF Awards, which he did not make the final cut for. 2 games in and the new French season, and Kamaldeen has played 37 minutes. Quite encouraging. He had a back issue, so he should not be so worried. I think the minutes will come with time. Kofi Tre also has been a bit part player for his new club Freiburg. He has to take it easy. This is a new club. Probably he made his second appearance in the 85th minute as a substitute in the defeat against Dortmund. Trent needs to up his game to get himself in the Freiburg starting 11 in order to ready himself for the Mundial. Abdul Fattah Isahaku made his debut over the weekend. There were rumors that he had gone back to the under-23, the second team. He has been back now, so we'll see how things go for him on that front and see how well he does in that respect. And many say that he's the best, has potential, but he'll have to live up to it. Abdul Fattah Isahaku, good run out in that 3-0 victory. Will he also be one player whose lack of playing time would affect his call-up? We'll see about that. But these are some of the few players who I think probably their call-ups or their lack of playing time could be a bother. KOTOKO OGUM changing his profile. All but confirms the news that he is no longer the head coach. So that has been it for today. Talking about NARTEY OGUM's resignation confirmed. Also talking about players that a lack of playing time could affect their call-up for the World Cup. And also talking about Ghana's purported third place finish in the group stages. Let me know your thoughts in the comments box on everything. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great week. Enjoy.